Hi everyone, this is Dani from danicctutorials. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna show you how to make this unicorn carousel. It can be a cake topper, it can be a candle or a decoration for your party. It's super cute. Don't forget to subscribe to find me again in this big world of YouTube, and press the bell button so you can get notifications for new videos. I have new videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays. I got this little cookie cutter set, but as you can see, my circle already came broken. Then I decided to use the idea and adapt to show you guys that we don't really need cutters for everything, right? So I'm gonna use a base of the circle as big or as small as you need your carousel to be. I decided to make two of them, so I cut it a little bit of a smaller circle in pink just to make the base a little bit more full of details and cuter. And I will place one on the top of each other, leaving just like a frame in white on the outsides. And you can make a stamp of hearts, you can make stars, you can make whatever you want. I just wanted to look like we're like sewed together, like a baby cake kind of style. So I decided just to make those two little lines. And then you can put little bowls, you can do tons of things on the after your piece is done, just to make it even prettier. So we're going to set this aside for a second and let it dry a little bit, just being sure that the frame of the whites all the same. And we are going to need triangles. We're gonna need 8 of it. I made 4 pink and then 4 in white. So that's what, if you don't have the cutter, just cut triangles. That's what we need to make the top part. And 4 and 4 or 8 and same color, that will depend on you. And now this is the little detail on the side. Then I thought, oh, maybe we really need a cutter, but we don't. You can make little rectangles and just put a ball on the top. This is just the side detail, so you can totally just cut a rectangle and pull the bottom and then just make a circle. And then I'm using a little cutter that does the horse. Then you can probably find it. If you guys want to know how to make the horse, please let me know. And then I made skinny snakes in pink, white, blue and yellow. I'm pulling them apart and I am going to cut it in little pieces. I like to do that when I need to mix hair in the easy way, not going to, tools and things like that. So I'm just going slowly pulling them apart to make it more, and then cut it a little piece into it's not too thick. And then I'm just gonna roll them over and make the little tail. It's super simple and give any, the little detail like this. Our horses, they are flat. They are not 3D, they are not full of details. But when you do this, you give a 3D effect in a flat piece, and they makes such a difference than just painting them and don't giving anything that is popping up. So we're gonna make it then all, and I also made a little tiny teardrop shape. I marked the center just to make little tiny hearts, just to give it even more a little bit of love to our little horses. And they can be horses, or as at the end, as you can see, I put a horn, so they can be horses or unicorns. That's why I use those colors, because you can use just blue, just green, depends of, if it's a boy or girl or whatever you need to use your piece. And now I'm using acrylic paint in gold to paint their little feet. So it gives a little even more bling for your piece. Any acrylic paint's gonna work, even if you want a golden Sharpie, you can use too. Just wait, of course, for your clay to be dry or fondant or whatever you're using to be completely dried before you start trying to paint, so it doesn't crack or does shrink or mess it up your work. And then we're gonna do and then all of them. You can even make a image, a mirror image of your horse, and then put it on the back, a colorful one as well, if you want to. You seeing that I have more than 3 horses, you're gonna just need 3, but I'm making a bunch of them for a party favor, so that's why you're gonna see a bunch of horses, a bunch of triangles and things like that, but you just need 3. And then I am just going with the chalk pastel and my hand with a fluffy brush and some sponges just to give the little faces a little color. I like to start with the kind of blend bluish color for their noses, and then goes on top with the purple, and then go on top with the pink. Darker than I need, because then I am going to clean it off and get the little mix of like pastel kind of colors I like. So as you can see, it's darker than it shows in the end, is because I'm going to show you guys how to leave it a little bit to mix the colors and clean it up. Just like that. And then with the little, you know, those wedges, then you can find anywhere, the little sponge wedges. I am just going to go on top of it and get the excess off and leave very light and blend and soft. But now I have the 3 colors, and then they are all blend together and give you a little gradients. I don't know if you guys can see on the video that well, but it's very gradient and very soft, and that's what I was looking for. Just like that. I let it dry completely, and I'm using a pen just to draw his little closed eyes, and we're gonna do that in all of them. This is the little rectangles. Then I said, then you can just pinch the bottom and put a ball on the top. You can definitely make this piece without having the cutter. And then you can see I need 8, as many as I need for my triangle pieces, because that's the flat, the side part of it. And I decided to paint the ball in gold and the sides in gold, just to give a little bit or more pop. I let it completely dry, and I'm just really painting the edges, the sides. And you can make that any other color. You can make red for a circus, red and white, and then instead putting your little horses and unicorns, you can put a little lions and elephants, or you know, things like that. This is just a base, and actually is just a base to show that we don't really need cutters, if that makes sense. And then you can see I cut it a little golden straw at the same size as I needed my height to be, and I'm gluing my little horses on it. And I decide to show you guys that it's super easy to make a horse into a unicorn, and then that's what I'm showing you guys. I want to take back what I said about cutters. It's really good to have cutters if you need to make tons of things, and makes their life easier, makes everything super the same. And I'm not saying that it's not good to have cutters. I'm just saying that if you don't have it, it's not that you cannot adapt the ones you have, or adapt something to make it anyway. There's people that make cookies then don't use cutters, then they draw and cut it and things like that. So that's what I wanted to say. Fixate what I was saying. And now I'm just using my hot glue, because everything is dry, to glue my straws and the bottom. And I cut it triangles that are the same size and height as my straws. Not triangles, rectangles. I'm sorry, I'm gonna show you guys. And just to make sure that the middle part is gonna be strong enough to hold the roof. So as you can see, I just cut it 4 of this long rectangle, as high as you need to touch your roof, and I'm just putting them together as like a pillar, you know. You can make them in a diamond shape, you can make them in a circle if you want to. I just wanted to be sure that in the middle of the carousel we'll have a pillar, and then we'll have something to hold the top as well. So I am going to glue right in the middle, and then just leave it there for drying. Now we're going to start to putting all the triangles together to make the top. So I decided to make pink and whites, as I said, 4 and 4, and then I'm just gluing them together, alternating the colors. I was making this for centerpieces, and then on the top we made a little ring, and then the balloons are holding on there. But you can make a little bit smaller and put a candle on top of it. You can make the same size and put on the top of the cake as a cake topper and the candle right there on the top of that gold circle. You can put your candle, you can put a number, you can put anything, and that is it, guys. Look how cute it looks. So now we're going to put the sides to make a little even more details, and that's the gold rectangle ball piece that I was talking about. Then you can just make rectangles or any other shape, and then put the balls or crystals or flowers or whatever you want to do. And it's done, guys. I hope you guys like. I hope you can understand. Then you don't need it, even though I'm showing you with it. Then we can adapt and use something else. And it's super cute. Can be for baby shower, party decoration, cake topper, candle. You can make so many things with this, and just let it cool off and dry before you try to paint. And then if you're gonna put anything heavy, be sure that the metal pillar is strong enough for that. Thank you so much. If you like this video, give me a like and leave me a comment down below to let me know what you want to see next. Check it out, all the other tutorials on the channel. There's a lot of cool stuff, and I talk to you guys on my next video. Bye.